Hey guys, welcome to Waypoint X. My name is Judd, and for today's video we're going to show you how to install our brand new CB radio. So, stay tuned. Hey guys, so welcome. We want to give two shout outs today. The first shout out is to my sister-in-law Heather for our Waypoint X canvas that she got us for Christmas. We really appreciate it, and we've already thrown it up on the wall, so thank you. The second goes out to my mother-in-law and father-in-law for getting us our brand new CB radio and antenna. We're super excited to get the install going, so we really appreciate it. So what we have on the table, we have our new Cobra 75 WXST CB radio that will be connected with a 18-foot Fire Stick Coax cable. That will be, the antenna will be a Fire Stick 3-foot tunable tip antenna. It's going to work really well for us. We do have a spring if needed be for that. We also have our heat shrink, our wiring, and things like of that nature. To hook everything up to the battery. We also have our SWR meter to get that antenna tuned. But we have all the tools that we're going to need, and we're ready for the install. Just to show you a little bit about this Cobra CB radio. So we have the faceplate. This is the CB radio. All your buttons are right here on the face. So just going from top to bottom, you have your squelch, you have your lockout button, your volume, your CB, slash WX button. You have your scan, your mic is right here, your channels 9 and 19, memory bank. We also have on the side up and down channels and your transmit button. So this is everything that you need right here. So the good thing about this CB radio is you can unplug it and throw it into your glove compartment, but it all connects to this bad boy right here. This is kind of the brains behind the CB. So this will run to your battery, and then your coax cable will be hooked to this that goes to your antenna. So this will be mounted up underneath the dash, and then you plug your the actual CB part that you talk into this cable right here. So this is kind of the brains, and it sits up underneath the dash, so you don't have to worry about it. It takes up very minimal space. And then you can just throw this in the glove compartment or leave it out, however you prefer. We'll probably throw it in the glove compartment when we're not using it. But it just kind of gets it out of the way. Passerbys won't see it. If they think they might want to steal it or something like that, you can throw it in the glove compartment really quickly. But just to free up some space within the Jeep. Alright guys, so we've kind of got a head start. We've already fed the power wire through the dash a little bit, and we've already put a coat hanger through the firewall. We'll show you how to do that here in a few minutes. But what we've decided on doing is we've taken out the glove box, but there's this little panel that drops down below in our glove box in our year model. So this is an 09 Wrangler, so anybody from 07 I think to 10, something like that, will have this style of dash. So what we did was there's this little cutout down here that you probably won't be able to see that's going to be able to put our mic cable straight through there, and then our power cable will run up through here, up through the dash, through the firewall, and to the battery. So we are going to just mount it here on the back side of this plate, and it's just going to be tucked up underneath there. We didn't want to screw down anything. We're just going to put some super glue on all four corners and see how well that holds up. If you've done it a different way, please comment below in the comments. Just let us know how you mounted it. We used to have it mounted, our bigger CB right here, but we were just trying to get it tucked up underneath there where it's not seen, kind of out of the way. You don't have to worry about it. But let's get started. So we put a good healthy amount on there. Drop that down. We kind of want to get it in the middle, so that mic cable, we're just going to hold it on there pretty good, and we might just add a little bit around the corners, just a little bit right there, a little bit right there. We're just gonna make sure it seals. This stuff works pretty well, so we're just gonna hold that. Man, it's already pretty much stuck already. Alright guys, so while we have that super glue drying, we have our coax cable that we're going to run through the back tailgate. We have a pre-existing hole that's in our back tailgate right in the back of here that we're going to fish this through. We've taken this panel off and this panel off as well, just to be able to fish it through a little bit better. We'll fish it through, we'll zip tie it to the pre-existing wires that we have here going into the Jeep, and we'll run it along the floor pan up to our CB radio. So we're going to take this side, and it's going to be kind of hard. We won't be able to show you going through the hole on camera. Just going to have to work it through here. There we go. We've got it. Just going to pull it on through. Brand new cord, so it's going to get tangled up just a little bit. You get all the little kinks out of it. Keep pulling it through until you leave just enough. So we do have a TerraFlex tire carrier, and what we're going to do is we're just going to fish it up and around to where we have made our CB antenna over here, and we'll fish it through there. But what we're going to do is we're going to take this in and continue fishing this through the gap. This part might be a little bit harder. We might get lucky. Oh, look at that. We got lucky the first time. There we go. So we're just going to fish it through here. And it will take about 18 feet, so don't get the shorter one unless you're mounting your CB up front somewhere. But what we'll do is we'll place it along here, go ahead and zip tie it up and run it into the Jeep. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and install the new coax cable and antenna setup. So we've taken off our old one here, and we're going to go ahead and install the new one. So first of all, you take your bolt, and that's going to go through your CB coax cable. Then we're going to go through our mounting location. We're going to put our plastic washer on. We had to find a flat washer. For some reason our kit did not come with one. We need a little bit smaller one, but for the time being this one will work. Then we're going to have our lock washer, and then we'll screw all that on. We'll take our wrenches and we'll tighten that up. Get that nice and tight, but for the time being we'll just leave it like that. And then we will have our CB antenna, which we have here. I'll go ahead and open that up. Go ahead and have that. So the good thing about this antenna is that it is tunable, which is going to really help us out. Go ahead and get the little rubber tip for it. There we go. So then we're going to go ahead and we'll have to open up the door a little bit because it likes to hit our hard top. A little bit more. There we go. And that will just screw on there. We'll have to tighten everything up. We'll tighten it up here in just a second, just to get it mocked up so we can show y'all guys. So that's going to tighten on up. We'll get everything tightened, and then we'll put the tip on, and we'll tune it when we go outside. Go ahead and get all that tight. We haven't put the spring on there. We're going to see how this does first, see how well it works. But we'll go ahead and tighten this up, and then we'll move on to the other end of the coax cable. So we've got it ran through here. We're going to go ahead and zip tie every so often. Just kind of keep it tucked out of the way. And for all my co-workers that like to make fun of me, budget zip ties, you know, we're using those budget zip ties. And then just a couple of more. one right here in the middle. You can kind of see that we've zip tied it up previously. Zip tie it there, and we'll zip tie it one more time. Right here where it goes into the Jeep. To get it tucked up out of the way. I would have redone all these zip ties, but it seemed like this was a little bit easier to do. So get all those nice and tight, and then we're going to get into our bag. Let's see, here we go. We're just going to clip them. Done with that, and then we are going to just go ahead and place back on our little panels here. That one pops in pretty easily. Then we have the other one. This one's a little bit more trickier. Gotta kind of put the top in, and might take a few times. There we go. So that's the back of it. Then we're going to go take the rest of this coax cable and feed it along the tub to the front of the Jeep. Alright guys, so we got the end of it soldered. We're going to go ahead and screw on the end. If you don't know how to solder, there's plenty of YouTubes out there. I'm not the best at it, but gets the job done. We're going to go ahead and take this and we'll plug it up into our unit down here, and then we will put it into the dash. So this connects into this end, and then we'll put it back in the dash. So we buttoned it all up. We weren't able to get it on the camera, but we've got it buttoned up. It's nice and tight in there. It's not going to go anywhere. It's not even moving at all. That super glue is really held up. So we got that all tightened. Here is where our mic will be hooked up to. So it's tucked out of the way, and we can actually tuck it up into, tuck it up into one of these holes back here, like so. And it's clean and flush if we want to. If not, we can go ahead and pop it down and plug up our CB and mount it there once we get our Jeep Unique CB holder. And then we're going to go ahead and show you how to run the power cables. Hopefully it's long enough. Hopefully we don't have to add anything to it, but if so, we have some wire to do that. So we're going to show you that next. So here is where we have run the hanger through the firewall. Go ahead and zoom in on that. We've ran a coat hanger through the other side into this side, since we're going to be pulling it that way. We're going to go ahead and tape the end of this onto the coat hanger and get it through the firewall, and we'll show you where it comes out at. So we go right here and we'll zoom in. So you might not be able to see it, but the coat hanger goes through there, comes through the firewall, and then here is our battery where we're going to hook it up to. If you're doing a CB or radio like this, you want to go ahead and hook it to the battery. You don't want to go through any S-Pod or anything like that. You want to go straight to the battery with it. So we're going to go ahead and set that up. Got our coat hanger here. Here's our wire, and we've got some duct tape right here. Sorry, not duct tape, electrical tape. We're just going to kind of put it around it so we can pull it through. We just want to make sure that it's kind of tight on there. Doesn't have to be pretty because it's going to come off. We're going to pull that through the dash. So walk around here with me. And go ahead and just easily, there we go, pull it through. And we will have enough to go ahead and go to the battery. So we'll go ahead and unwrap it if we can find the spot. There we go. This electrical tape can kind of be a pain in the butt sometimes. There we go. Make sure we have enough. We'll go ahead and zip tie it And what we got is there's 2 bolts on top of the battery terminals, 2 little bolts, and we're going to go ahead and use these to put on the end. So we're going to go do that next. Alright guys, so we have our wire crimpers here. We're going to go ahead and put on our wire, get it where it's just coming out the other side. This is blue. We're going to go ahead and pinch that down real tight. I like to do it a couple of times just to kind of where it pinches down real tight on it. If you do too tight, it will possibly break the wire or your connection. It kind of is a little difficult. So just kind of pinch it down like that so it's nice and tight and snug. We're going to go ahead and do it to the other side as well, where it's just coming out on the other side like that, like so. Take our crimpers, make sure we're good on the other side. Go ahead and crimp it down, crimp it down again. One more time for just good, nice and snug. Kind of crimps it down really nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, wire it up, get it. Might have to loosen it up. This bolt here. Alright, so we've already plugged them up. So we have gone to the negative and the positive to the positive. We've just put it in between this, where the terminal. We've added it to the terminal here, and we've added it to the terminal here. We had too much on this bolt, so we had to go to the outside terminal. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a few zip ties. We're going to go right here first. There's actually a hole here for us, so that's why we're going to use it. Just going to kind of keep it tight, kind of snug up in there. Then we are going to take it here and zip tie around here. We just kind of want it to look nice and neat. So nice and neat. Get it nice and tucked up. Put one more right here, just to kind of keep everything nice and neat. There we go. Go ahead and cut these. So we have all this set up, and then we're going to go back inside and hook up the SWR meter and see if we can get a reading on it. So we have completed the installation of our Cobra CB radio. Next we need to do the SWR meter reading. There are plenty of YouTube videos out there on how to do this. I'm not even going to try to begin to explain how to do this. I just know you're trying to get a reading between 1 and 1.5, and you're going to do the reading on channel 1 and channel 40. But there are plenty of YouTube videos out there. Just type in SWR meter how to, and they will show you how to get the readings and what you're looking for. But this is completed the installation of our Cobra CB radio. Thank y'all for tuning in to Waypoint X today on the installation of our brand new CB radio. We really do appreciate all the support. Please leave a comment below and let us know if there's anything that you would change or do differently. Please like this video. Subscribe to our channel. Go check us out on Facebook and Instagram. We'll have a lot more content coming up. We are actually going to Moab, Utah in early January. We are super excited, and we will have some videos out on that soon after that trip. We're just super excited to go out there. But we thank you for tuning in today, and we hope to see you out on the trail.